Halo semuanya, balik lagi di FlopZiGaming. Sekarang kita main NBA. Jadi kita hari ini NBA ini kita bakalan karena lagu NBA-nya copyright, jadi lagu Lofi ya. Kita hari ini bakal nyobain main NBA dan kayaknya aku bakalan bikin ini jadi konten tambahan. Kayak mau TGP nggak lanjut deh. Kayak aku bakal lebih fokus main ini aja deh, karena aku lebih ngerti main basket. Dan kita jadi mana nih? Milik apaan? Season ya. No. Sekarang kita pakai tim andalanku. Kalau misalnya main ini, main andalan RYZEN bla 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 bla, karena aku nggak ngerti ya. Just go, let's go. Sekarang kita bakal ngelawan lawan siapa ini? Apa ini? Lakers atau Clippers? LeBron James di sini, baru tahu. Oh, aku senang sih semuanya. Mau pakai baju apapun, just play it. Bla 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 bla. Bener loh, LeBron James. Padahal aku semangat aja. Bla. Katanya itu copyright. Scene gini ada copyright enggak kan harusnya ya. Marcus Morris. Ada Moss di situ, udah sangat. Patrick Beverley. Kayak bola juga ya masuknya, ya, belum tahu. Serge Ibaka. Yang itu kalau yang ngerasa facecam atau QR code atau yang milestone-nya itu ngeganggu, bilang ya, terus saja bisa. Itu bakal aku pindahin. Kausi Leonard kan juga rambutnya. Wesku. Oh, pelatihnya namanya Tyrone Lue.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks everyone for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and from the sideline as always, our terrific reporter David Aldridge. Also stopping by we are nearly ready for the tip.
Kevin, thanks very much. Last season, LeBron James set a career high and is
always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David.
And you look at Paul George. I mean, he's got the capability to lead the league in scoring, but
LeBron James
he's just as focused on locking you down.
That sets him apart. You know, how many guys can say get 20 on you and stop you from getting 20? You guys can do it.
And now the Lakers starting group.
Kan beda.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Drummond at the 5 spot. And for the Clippers.
Bentar, aku mau ngecek larinya apa, aku lupa. Larinya tukar deh. Salah.
Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Schroeder passes to James. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Ron right side. And there it is for him.
Nice.
What you put out is what you get back. LeBron sets up so many teammates on the catch and shoot. That time, the favor is returned.
Berarti R1.
Here's Beverly. Oh, and
Oh,
that
man.
one, no question, powered it
Aku
down.
harus belajar
And
bertahannya
that's a
si Kiman.
special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Kicks it out to Schroeder. 6 to shoot.
Oh man.
Three-pointer
Oh
off the
shit.
mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Beverly. LeBron grabs the miss.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Masuk.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one
Nice.
more coming up. So it'll be Contavious Caldwell-Pope shooting. Serge
Dapat.
Ibaka picks one up there.
Kenapa
Lakers
getok
shooting their
gitu?
first free throw attempt on the night.
Numbers last year for them, just
Ya.
about 73%, so the
Salah.
bottom third of the league.
When you look around the league, a lot of great defenders. Kenny, in your view, what makes a great perimeter defender when you think about those names?
Wow, long arms, the ability to slide your feet and play multiple positions.
So, BG, Kawhi, those are a couple guys. Right?
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, guys who are really going to be able to move
Oh,
around
gitu.
and feel comfortable
gitunya.
being
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
And I would say that I think PG is a terrific defender. He's an elite level defender, but the two
Betul itu.
best
Pas
are
pas.
Kawhi and AD because those are the guys that can comfortably guard 1 through 5. They can guard perimeter and paint. Consistent.
Great footwork for both.
Tidak ada itu offset di
And that's
basketball.
a nice pass. The patience of LeBron to let the play develop.
To the inside. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Beverly.
Fokus na fokus.
Just setting
Aku
the
sih
tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be
Ya,
aware.
kehalang banget.
He should be on your radar all the time.
Nobody near Leonard. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
That's
Drummond dishes to Davis, and they double up Davis. Drummond passes to Schroeder. From deep,
Masuk.
James. A three-pointer is right on target. LeBron's
mau aku
got
pakai
5 now.
shooternya yang kayak gitu.
Kenny, you played in so many different kind of offensive styles and systems during your basketball career. What stands out as your favorite?
Oh udah.
Favorite was
Banyak
the
mencet
Rockets.
kotak sih.
So that was the best style of play that I enjoyed most.
Yeah, I think you make a great call. You know, people would think like
Oh,
as
shit.
a guard, you want to just have more opportunity to be the focal point, but the reality is we'd rather win.
Oh, pas
We'd much
dong.
rather play with a great big in our era who could dominate the paint because the role reverses. They basically become your point guards because they're playing out double teams. And now you're getting to catch guys in transition running at you where you can be more effective.
Oh
Break down by the
man.
defense there. Jackson, a solid mid-range shooter. You like to push him out further.
Paul George with the steal.
Nyangkut lagi.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And here's Leonard from 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Oh,
Defensively,
man.
giving up far too many
Oh,
open
man. Lip.
rhythm looks.
Lakers trail by 10. Pass to Caruso. And here's Schroeder. Harold dishes to James. Lakers working the ball around now. Bangs on the
Nice.
trifecta.
3 kan?
Matching baskets
Nice.
from the perimeter,
Aku harus
an earmark
ngandalin
of
3
today's
point.
game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Harold against Zubas. Pulls up on the wing. Leonard, no
Oh
luck.
nice.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
The NBA being
Aku sih
so
ada
much about
begini.
entertainment, Kenny. If you had to choose
Oh masuk.
the best showman in the league, who would you pick?
Ooh, the best showman.
with style and charisma.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, he'd be right up there, wouldn't he?
LeBron is a showman, but Steph is, I think, the top of the league. Giannis is a showman, but he's by grit, Harden, and maybe someday Zion.
I would go with that as well. The one thing the one reason that I have a little concern with Steph is we haven't those other, like LeBron doesn't have to have a great team. You know, he can make a team great. That's the one difference with him. I think Giannis can do that.
He made that team great before Kevin Durant got there.
No. Well, he's playing with a few of the Hall of Famers. My point is, if you put him out there with guys who weren't all-star caliber players, that's my concern. We've seen, I'm with you, Giannis has done that, LeBron has done that. Steph's a showman in his current existence. And Luka, without a doubt.
All-time show. You know,
Itu guys
Rondo takes
ngaco.
great pleasure
Dia
at
datang
slicing
ke
and
belakang
dicing up the
padahal.
defense.
Oh,
One of the
man.
best passers in the game.
And that one falls for Rondo.
Bisa ngejar.
And Rondo drops them both. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Kuzma passes to Caruso. Here's Horton Tucker. There's the pass to Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Horton Tucker's shot is off. Clippers leading by 5. Kennard for 3.
Oh shit, dating jagain.
We've seen Cougar steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Morris kicks to Kuzma. Misses the 3.
Nggak bisa terpukul itu.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Enak foul di sana ya.
First free throw is good.
Masih sistem foulnya aku udah paham deh, sistem foul di basket. Ternyata tangan
And
masuk.
Rondo drops them both. And the Lakers have possession. Trailing by 10 to stop the run.
Nice.
He makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
I love that. You see the poise of Gasol running the offense to perfection.
Udah dong.
And so it's the
Masuk sih,
Los
cakep
Angeles
sih.
Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back to the action after this word. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback style.
Old school basketball.
Skip.
You know, and it's fun. And it's
Mas
like
old school basket.
fans is
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
Nice.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far?
Kok kosong?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Caruso in at the 1. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh shit.
You ask around, more and more team trainers focused on the importance of sleep for peak performance. Is that something that you ever paid attention to, Kenny, when you were playing?
Yes, I never played an NBA game, maybe very few, without taking a nap. On game.
But
Ya
how about like a
Allah
night's
itu.
sleep? Would you say I got to get 7 hours? I got to get 8 hours.
I would say my thing was I would set my timer for 12:30 a.m. to make sure that I'm in bed by 12:30. So that would be my alarm clock, not to wake up, but to go to bed by that time.
Greg?
Yeah, my nap was more important than my night of sleep. Because also back then we travel, like after games, a lot of times you can get to the next city to 2, 3 in the morning, and you're still wired up. So like that nap, man, was vital.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned.
The
He
fun
said, "We've just got
how
to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the
Playing
right
PC.
time." Guys are hoping this season their
Ako nga
talent
paham
and
niya,
their
Dikots.
fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Cousins. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. George is checked in for Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rajon Rondo. Back to LeBron. Lock at 6. Will it go? Not going to go that time. See
Kablok
that
kayo.
time from Leonard. Kenny, of course, you were nicknamed the Jet for a reason. Who do you think is the fastest player right now going end-to-end in the league?
With the ball, right now is De'Aaron Fox. With the ball. Russell Westbrook is probably just.
Ben Simmons isn't too far behind them either.
But he's more speed and power.
Yeah.
But in talk about,
But
I had a thing one time, and it was they scored. The team scored with 7 minutes and 17 seconds. I scored. It was 7 minutes and 15 seconds.
two
And
seconds.
so, and it was only on an outlet.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long pass.
You got it in stride.
In stride, and then 2 seconds later.
Wow.
So De'Aaron Fox could do that.
That's fast.
fast. That's jet-like.
Thus the name. Schroeder outside. Harrell finds Drummond. Lakers passing it around. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Offensive rebound. Harrell. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Incredible
Masuk bawah
activity
gitu,
from
eksplosif
Montrezl
mukanya.
Harrell. So many of his points is off the offensive glass.
Zubac is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Lakers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. On the free throw, no good. And officials have been more vigilant, guys, whistling the travel violations that we see. At the same time, the league revising the rule book to clarify the gather step when players terminate their dribble. Kenny, in that regard, do you like the way the game is being officiated right now?
What is a gather step? Either you're walking or you're not.
It would seem that way, wouldn't it?
Either you're moving or you're stationary.
The gather step's always been there. It's just, honestly, a lot of guys didn't have the ability to, and didn't know how to master it. Iverson was the first guy that I saw that had mastered the gather step. And that's, to me, it's just kind of the evolution.
Walking in my book, Greg. It's still.
No, it's you gather it. You get that. Oh, what a play!
Watch your hand. We'll still be talking about that tomorrow. George delivers a work of art.
Stolen by Beverly. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And there's the lay-in. Leonard's got 10 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And we want to thank the Jet for giving us his thoughts. Kenny, you can stop by here anytime. That door is always open for you.
Well, the door's open, but I'm going to steal a key just in case you don't invite me back. I'm taking it right now.
Well, he'll have the key.
Yes, sir. I'm taking the key right now.
Masih cakap main ball ke bawah.
Yes, sir. I want to be back.
You guards always stay together.
Match one. It's okay, match one.
Great to have Kenny joining us. You always know he's going to give you his honest opinion, which makes him so great.
Kevin, and throughout his playing days and now as a broadcaster, Kenny has never pulled any punches. He'll tell it to you like it is, and that's one reason he is so beloved.
Davis is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. James finds Drummond. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find
Kalau nggak sih cara ngejarnya, ngikutin yang kita. Kalau kayak di bawah kan R1 ya.
Factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Goes up on the high post, and that one
Apa aku
off the
jatuh,
back
Bang?
of the rim and in. Leonard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
LeBron kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Drummond. Shot to stop the run. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's George.
Skip
That's
doang
good.
dia lewatin
Misses from Leonard. He's got 9.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
LeBron passes to Davis. Back to LeBron. Here's Schroeder. No good on the last second attempt there.
Oh,
So
habis
as we
waktu.
conclude. Okay,
Ay,
David,
tumingin
much
ko time yang
appreciated.
nggak ada,
Now
bang.
time
Hilang
for
udah tadi.
halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Halftime show.
Hey, welcome back. It is
The game.
and joining us once again after his valiant attempt at live action on the... And that's going to do it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any
Nggak
different from the
ngerti.
first 2.
Gila.
So far,
Keren
it
juga
has been
tuh
a
sepeda.
runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the power forward. That's who's out
Masuk.
there for the Clippers. Hits the three-point bomb.
And the three-pointer,
Ya,
a big part
20
of
bang,
KCP's
bedanya.
game. About half his shots come from out there. And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a
Segitu
second
dua orang
round
loh
pick.
itu.
A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And it's Davis with the jam.
AD had attack all the way in his mind. Bad intentions.
Clippers leading by 22. George with the ball. He's got 11, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Beverly feeling it out a bit.
He's powerful and athletic, Drummond with the natural tools to dominate defensively. Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution, sometimes the shots just don't go down. Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Passes it to Leonard. Over Davis. Here's Ibaka. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Betul segitiga semua
On
bang.
the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Timeout called the Lakers. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the
Oh,
great
Gasol.
centers before
Masih di
them. You
sini.
played with the great one, and Patrick Ewing, so you have a great
Apa dia udah
appreciation,
sempat pindah ya?
I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Kuzma outside. It's stolen by Ibaka.
Ya
3
Allah.
on 3 on the fast break. Jackson, that's good.
Gak kena.
Jackson's got 8 points.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Kennard against Kuzma. Inside. Lets it go from 11.
Oh,
A second chance effort. Whistle blows.
Masuk.
Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Strong rebound by Kuzma. That's probably the second most developed aspect of his game. Next to his shooting.
oh, nice.
Zubats is checked in for the Clippers.
Ah,
When
kalah
Kuzma
sih ini.
first entered
Jangan
the
nyoba
league, the
banget
Lakers
sih.
were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role, tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Here's Caruso.
Oh,
Good on the shot.
nice.
He's got 11.
Caruso nice.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Rondo. And Gasol sends it back.
Gasol with those long arms is a shot
Nice.
blocking expert, especially down low.
Buang Cuk. Amat. Nye. Itu maksudnya.
Kennard on the wing. Guarded by Kuzma. Cousins, the pass to Kennard. Just 4 to shoot. Jackson misses. Lakers trail by 21. Harrell down low. Kennard covering. Kuzma passes to Davis. Stolen by Zubac. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And a wide open look for Rondo. Again, Rondo missing. Lakers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
Nice
Unselfish
Caruso.
play by Davis. He understands that his scoring can only take this team so far. He needs help from the guys around him.
Here's Rondo. Lays it up and banks it in. Rondo's got 6.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A
Nice,
uncontested
Caruso.
shot at the rim. You have to compete
Mau
at
diambil ya
all
sama
times.
Davis.
1:19 left in the third quarter. Rondo passes to Jackson. Now here's Zubac. Pass to Kennard. Here's Jackson. 8 points for him. Outside Rondo. And there's the foul. It'll go on Alex Caruso. That's his third foul of the game. And the Clippers making a switch here. George is checked in. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Lakers. Schroeder against Jackson. On the wing, George. From about 16. That one off the back iron and out. Lakers trailed by 19. Kuzma finds Davis. Lakers passing it around. Kennard for 3.
Oh
Good.
shit.
And it's
Nah, aku
Jackson
punya
with the
segitiga
assist
sih.
that time.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
It's Davis on the wing. Feeds it to Harrell. Kuzma outside. Here's Schroeder. Drains the three-pointer. Schroeder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Now, here's George. 11 points in the game. And Davis sends it back. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So the Lakers 5 right now. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Andre Drummond is out there with Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point. Back to Morris. Schroeder outside. Kicks it out to James. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
As great as LeBron is, he never stops working, knocking them down from distance.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by James. And finished off by LeBron.
And guys, it doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You've got to appreciate a reverse jam like that.
Greg, those kinds of dunks are how reputations are built.
Yes.
Leonard against James from down low. Another one falls for the Clippers.
I like seeing Patrick Beverley attack the interior. Sometimes he becomes too perimeter oriented.
James dishes to Morris. James looking around. Kicks it to Morris. And the pass to Schroeder. 5 on the clock. And here's Caldwell Pope beyond the arc. Back to Schroeder. Fires the 3. Drills the 3-pointer.
Nice.
And for those who criticize Drummond facilitating, I say rewatch that play. He's improving.
Outside Leonard. Over James. Leonard, no luck. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 17-point game.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And George, here we go. Morris trying to free himself up. A nice shot by George.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the Lakers call time here. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince Storm that you've drafted and developed to stay on the side?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint. And Drummond kicks to Caldwell Pope. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clippers leading by 12. Outside, George. Morris, no good.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Puts one up from 19. Offensive rebound. Beverly. And the layup falls. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Looking like a junkyard dog on the glass, Patrick Beverley, you have to admire his intensity.
Basket good.
Nice.
Drummond's got his first 2 points of the night.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
James against Leonard. And Davis sends it back. And they're moving it up the floor. And Drummond kicks to LeBron. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Schroeder outside. Lakers working the ball around now. But they recover it. Here's Drummond. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
1 menit 10 bisa nggak ya?
Leonard against LeBron. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
Defender all over.
It's the first that brings them within single digits.
One of the most productive all-around players in the game.
Oh,
AD
nice.
has already accomplished a lot
Udah 8.
individually. Next, winning.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Leonard against LeBron. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, you know, the truth is Leonard's been focused all night. has an array of go-to moves and the endurance to keep on coming.
And the dunk by James.
And when he takes it inside, the points are going to come, whether like that possession or just getting to the line.
Schroeder against Beverly. The feed to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Clippers.
Many times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Leonard.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Ini mah
And
waktu
guys,
doang
he's
dia
not
tuh.
an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Siapa suka hati tepuk tangan? Siapa suka tepuk tangan? Teng teng.
So the Clippers winning
Oh,
this one
kalah
easily.
10 poin.
Confident win and one where they
Shit.
clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah,
Kalah di awal sih,
All
kalah
right,
sih.
David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony.
Udah ngerti. Oke. Udah ngerti. Aman. 2, 3, 5 langsung. Ya 5 kan? Nah kan?
Next weekend, check out Big Top Challenge. The fun is larger than life, and so are the heads. And for more Wednesday action, make your way.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Chicago Bulls. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. And joining us now courtside, the man who won 3 consecutive NBA titles, the incomparable Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq, it is so great to be with you.
Kevin, it's great to be here. I just always wanted to tell you this. When I was playing, I just used to love when you used to say my name. So thank you for all the great times when you said my name.
That is
Appreciate you very much. This guy next to you, I used to hate playing against him. All he did was try to come down and double team on the trap.
With Greg?
Yeah, Greg, just always. But other than that, I love being here with you guys. You know what, Ernie?
Oh,
no doubt.
No doubt.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Vucevic is out there with Markkanen. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope. And it's Drummond in at the center position.
And the big man, Anthony Davis, leaving the team that drafted him to be a part of a superstar duo with the Lakers. Shaq, does that at all sound familiar?
Yeah, listen, some drama was made about the way he got to the West Coast, but hopefully he can collect those rings, just like I did with the Lakers. Look, the first spot for him was a struggle, and he said, you know what, I want to be with a contender. I think I'm a great player, so I wish him very well.
Al Levine, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go, he gets that one.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Right the pass to Levine.
And
James pulls it down. LA is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes.
This is the first meeting they'll have against LeBron and the Lakers, and Coach thinks his team is properly prepared. He told me this is a milestone game for our team. We want to be able to go head-to-head with the Lakers and see how we fare. We're going to learn a lot from this meeting. Win or lose, Coach is excited to test his team against LeBron and company. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yes, oh, bisa. Siapa namanya teh? Desmond? Yeah, Desmond. Drummond.
Check something that may not get enough attention over nearly 2 decades of
Apakah
play.
emang
You made
dia
the
tukang ambil
postseason
ini ya, tukang
almost every year.
ambil
To me,
penaltinya ya?
that's an incredible accomplishment.
Yeah, I was in the playoffs 17 out of 19 years. Only missed one my rookie year and one with the Suns. You know what that means? That was terrible. How could I miss any playoffs?
That is some kind of resume.
Why?
Now here's Caldwell Pope after the miss from Vucevic.
Nice.
Yeah, when Davis is near that rim, Kevin, he's focused on one thing, finishing strong. Maybe that's two things. Same thing.
Right the pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff.
Nice. Pope.
Bubbling up right there. He wasn't about to be outshone.
Bulls trail by 3. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Levine finds Vucevic. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Flexing with the contact finish. Vucevic's strong frame serves him very well.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Vucevic. Daniel Tice comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Williams. And Satoransky subbed in for Kobe White. You think back, some of the best centers ever to patrol the paint wore a Lakers jersey. Go right on down the line, Shaq. What did it mean to carry on that big man tradition with that franchise?
Well, I knew no matter what I did at the Laker franchise, I was going to be number 4. George Mikan, rest in peace. Will Chamberlain, rest in peace. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, just wanted to be in those categories, and I think I am number 4.
Well, you're humble, but I mean, there's very little separation with those 4 players.
Listen,
putting
at the
Shaq
end of the
in that
day,
group, right?
Shaq's
Come
an
on.
all-time great,
Absolutely.
and he knows it. But in all fairness, as are those guys. And I always tell people it's not fair to try to compare eras. You can only dominate what's in front of you, and all 4 of those guys have dominated.
I like that. I'm going to
You can use that.
No, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to take it.
No, that's already patented.
No.
I got that patented, baby.
Well, I own the patent company.
Got it. Nice there from Levine.
Shots are
that's
just
my bad.
flowing
That's my
from him
bad.
right now, having a really strong quarter.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Caruso. Young with the steal. Now here's Satoransky. He's guarded closely. Bucket is good.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Harrell against Tice. Harrell kicks to Kuzma. And a miss there on the triple.
Telat sih
A
emang.
chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them,
Are you kidding me? Well, we know Levine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Caruso. And they get it, and it's blocked. And here we go, fast break, Levine's got it. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent.
I've been subscribed me
It
back
cost them.
with
And
some.
you know what, guys?
Okay,
It just seemed
thank
like
you,
they
Zion
never
BK.
really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
I sub you
making a
back.
change here.
I will sub you back.
And Both
Ah,
free throws
nice.
good for Kuzma.
You know, some folks were saying Kuzma wouldn't even get
Oh ya, kok
drafted a few
kelihatannya
years
utuh
ago.
tuh ya.
That's why this draft stuff is more art than science sometimes, but he has proven his doubters wrong very quickly.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Out to Kuzma. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close.
Nice. Better lah, better.
Ending the first quarter on a 14. And recently we
That's
chatted with
provoking
Zach
tadi.
Levine about the
Yang
team.
game awal.
You know, we should have energy. We should be outplaying the other team.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the court right now, second quarter for the
Pas na
Bulls.
banget.
Zadaransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Daniel Tice out there with Aminu, and it's Young in at the 5, down low.
And Shaq, you were the dominant force
Nice.
of your era. You could argue LeBron has dominated his as well. When you think about his greatness as a player, what stands out to you?
I hope I don't ruffle any feathers by saying this, but he may be the greatest athlete ever. He's got a very complete skill set. His durability, the years he's played at a high level. Only one other guy that has done that. We all know his name, but like I said, I hope I didn't ruffle any feathers.
No, you like the honesty. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Caruso looking for an opening. 5 to shoot.
Lah Morris,
The Bulls leading by
kenapa
5.
Anda?
Bean passes to Young. That's
Kenapa
good.
tadi
It's
semua orang
Levine
mau ambil
with the
bangke?
assist.
What the
Levine's
fun?
got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Los Angeles calls timeout. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office.
Nah,
Branching
kayak
out
Bonjet
from the
udah masuk.
Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president, given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Nice,
Wouldn't
nice.
that be a story? Thank you, David.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And I'm glad we got to see the Mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
I
Oh,
like
nice,
the
nice.
strong take
Lama.
from Vucevic. He plays with the decisiveness that's tough to counter.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Schroeder, and it's in there. Schroeder's
Nice.
got 6 points.
For the
Someone on the D has to throw themselves in there and contest the layup.
The Bulls leading by 7. Levine feeling it out a bit. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. And the Bulls with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And contact on the shot, so he'll be
Nggak
shooting
masuk,
free throws here. Shaq, when you look back at your career, was there a specific piece of advice you got from another player that really resonated with you?
Michael Jordan told me before you succeed, you must first learn to fail. Because early on in my career, we were just getting swept. You know, Kevin, you called a lot of the games where it was 4 and out.
What did Jordan tell you that on the floor and the locker room after a game? Like, what was the circumstance?
After they swept us.
After they swept
Game
you.
6.
On the
Game
floor?
4, sorry.
On the floor?
On the floor, yes. He grabbed me on the shoulder and said, before you succeed, you must first learn to fail. And I was like, what does that mean? until the big Aristotle went home and analyzed it with the magnifying glass. Before you succeedeth, you must first learn it to fail it.
To the middle. And the jam by Levine.
Oh, I love
Ang
seeing
gabungan sa
Levine
debak ang
elevate.
GIGABYTE.
One of the most fun dunkers we have in the game.
Kicks it out to James. Passes it to Schroeder. Bounce pass from Drummond. Second chance shot. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from James.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's White. Rebound the Lakers. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, that's just outstanding focus on these hard finishes. I mean, Caldwell Pope fighting to score through contact and making it happen.
Nice.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Gasol's
Oh,
checking.
Gasol. Kenapa
For
Gasol?
Chicago,
Video
they've
kan.
gone just
Kakasama.
33% for the
Bakwak
field in
kan?
what's been a cold second quarter for them.
Hindi niya.
Just 3 of 9. Vucevic to the pass to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
And James gets it to go.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. High post Vucevic. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Shaq, thanks for coming by. Entertaining as always. Happy to have you on the program. You have an open share anytime you want to join us.
Anytime, Kevin, my pleasure. Whenever you guys need me, just give me a call. If I'm not doing icy hot Krispy Kreme or the Journal Insurance, you just give me a call.
Other than that, you'll be free.
Yeah, I'll be free.
That's good to know. Greg, how awesome is it to have Shaq with us, a guy who's been in the limelight for so long, and yet he seems to deal with it effortlessly.
Kev, a sign of true greatness, making difficult things look effortless. Shaq did it on the court for 19 years, 15 as an all-star, and now he's doing it as an analyst.
Bulls
So,
making a switch here.
bago tahu
Timeout called.
panik. Aku yang panik pun.
Nikola Vucevic, following the trend of many other centers in our league, he's incorporating that three-point shot into his arsenal.
Well, how about these numbers, Craig? I mean,
Aku yang panik.
Vucevic was taking over 4 threes a game. That's like a perimeter player on some teams. I mean, he shoots a respectable clip from that range, but I think it's part of just trying to keep other centers honest as to why he shoots that many.
And Davis sends it back.
Davis's anticipation and timing so good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot blocking machine.
And James throws it down hard.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel, James. Is truly
Three-point
one of the
three.
greatest slam dunkers of all time.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
White with it. Gasol covering. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Kung mga Davis, ang ganda pa talaga kung touch bigay siya.
Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Harrell, he's checked in for Gasol. Morris comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kentavious Caldwell. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Al Farouk
Nice.
he's checked in for Williams.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And James picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line.
Pangat niya talaga kung ito
Bulls
doon.
shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
James finds Kuzma. Here's Caruso. He's covered by Aminu. Caruso, no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Thank you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. And now back in the fold after his in-game analysis, which can be described only as ripping.
FG rebound 16, assist 10, steal 0. Ya, aku udah bisa nge-steal. Steal gue jago 4 menit akhir. Pas orang udah remes. Bla 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 bla.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half of the game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
The amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at center. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. And they pick up 2.
Nice.
Drummond's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Williams passes to Markkanen. LaVine against Caldwell Pope. And he gets the bucket. LaVine's got 16. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm gonna agree with you.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Markkanen against Caldwell Pope. Puts it up from 12. And hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Ya Allah, kenapa aku
passing here by Los Angeles. Here's LeBron. No good that time. White with the defensive effort.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Vucevic.
Oh shit.
Good. The nice assist
Got me
for
back
Williams.
with the sub. I've been sub. Yeah, but I'm playing now. I can sub now.
What I call a throwback big man game, and really is most
I will sub you after this, maybe.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always
nice,
better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And the Lakers making a change here. Horton Tucker's checked in.
Nice.
And Chicago also making a switch. Tyson's checked in.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
The Lakers in the lead. Here's Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Bisa niya din buka ruang untuk Anthony Davis.
Is Anthony Davis. He's so comfortable off the dribble.
And here are the Bulls now. There's LaVine, and then LaVine with the jam.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
So for the Bulls, Young's checked in for Lowry Markkanen. Aminu comes in for Williams. And Zedaransky subbed in for White. To the paint, there's LaVine. Oh, what a dunk!
relentless in his attack, Zach LaVine. Once he gets into a rhythm, man, what a scorer this guy is.
A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Sadaransky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
Well, the scouting report for Sadaransky is this: if he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Sadaransky is good shot selection and just playing under control.
And El Farouk Aminu gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Schroeder. He's got 14. Kuzma passes to Hero. Gasol kicks to Caruso. Just 5 on the clock. The dish to Gasol. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. 11 feet away. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Chicago leading by 3. It's stolen by Morris. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Lakers have been at their finest 4th at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. First one falls for him. He makes 1 of 2 that time. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And Sadaransky kicks to Levine. Pass to Tice. Young trying to break free. And Tice gets it to go.
It's okay.
Tice has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard.
Schroeder outside. The pass to Harrell. Here's Kuzma. Traps in the tray. Kuzma's got 5 now.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard. Those catch and shoot jump.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And Clark, it was a roller coaster season, to say the least, for Kyle Kuzma. Saw his role get diminished on the Lakers, and his stats across the board were down.
Yeah, Greg, you go back to your playing days, mine as well. It's hard for young guys early in their career to understand role playing. They equate their production with minutes and accolades as opposed to contribution for the team. And Kyle Kuzma has tremendous talent, great versatility early in his career. I think he's going to be fine in the long run.
And that was good. He's got 16.
They've been going to an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Now Sadaransky. To Aminu. Now here's Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Aminu. Puts up a 3. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Schroeder. An easy 2 points on the layup. Schroeder's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Young dishes to Levine. No good on that one. Great D that time from Harrell. Here's Schroeder. Here's Morris. Out to Kuzma. Here's Caruso. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Nice, Harrell. Siapa itu namanya?
In there, the Lakers lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Levine. And as we finish the 3rd quarter, and let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True
Siapa
team
sih Sob ini?
basketball.
Si Ebon ya tadi.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So the Bulls 5 right now. Satoranski there with White. And it's Vucevic, then it's Young, and it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. Caldwell Pope passes to Harrell. Morris trying to free himself up.
Nice.
Harrell, the bucket on the assist
Harrell,
by
Harrell.
Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got 4 assists in the game. James against Satoranski. Changes up. And the rejection by Harrell. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Bulls.
Morris, kemana
And you
Anda?
could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Satoranski against Kuzma. It's White on the wing. And he banks in the layup.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Kicks it out to LeBron. Shoots over Satoranski. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's
Oh,
focus
nice,
on
nice.
some other
Nice
areas
goal.
of the game.
This is it to Harrell. Nice D from Williams.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Satoranski. Misses from short range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
James kicks to Morris. Here's Kuzma. Hits it from three-point range.
Nice.
Kuzma's got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
White, good.
Yeah, attacking
Come
the
out,
interior
come out.
is something
Go,
White
go, go,
does
go, go.
well.
We can,
He's
we can.
crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Andre Drummond's checked in for Harrell. Davis comes in for Morris. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. This game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
It's LeBron with the drive. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free
It's
throws
full,
coming
man.
up.
It's
And
full.
there's the call. Chicago the foul. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a
Nice.
good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
Kept alive. Here's Vucevic. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Nice.
High motor keeps Drummond
They-
engaged
they Drummond.
defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Vucevic. And the
Ah,
call
nice,
on the
come
shot sends him to the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And you look at Vucevic, and his tenacity goes up the closer he is to the cup. Defenders try to match his level of physicality down there, which more times than not results in him going to the foul line.
Here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
The magnitude of the moment not lost on LeBron James. He knows they needed a bucket there, and he's going to get it for them.
Down low, and Levine
Wow,
throws it down.
And you can see the confidence there, Kevin, just oozing out of him. Levine knows he can get his shot in almost any situation, and that's a big one for the team.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that
Look at that.
Oh,
Gila. Potongan Levin nih.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Oh
I
shit.
can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine, even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind them taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Trying to get open is Davis, and James gets it to go. LeBron's got 9 points in the quarter.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered.
Right the pass to Vucevic. A minute 42 left in the game. It's Drummond with the drive. Count it, and the foul. That one on Vucevic.
And, you know, Drummond has no problem
Nice
playing
come
through
on.
contact. He excels at using that strong body of his to fight through contact and finish.
Free throw, no good for Drummond. Bulls trail by 3. Levine wide open. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Anthony Davis showing you he's in control when the spotlight is on.
Time call here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 5. 1:21 left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And he's got to be thrilled with how well he shot the ball, Kevin. Good on almost 60% of his shots. That's what I call an efficient performance. And a team loves having someone that dependable they can rely on.
Player of the game, Joey. POTG.
.121 left in the fourth quarter. Inside. Here's Vucevic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And it's real easy to see why they turn to Vucevic when the game is close. I mean, he knows how to step up in the clutch.
Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Levine. And that one hits back iron. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. 3-point lead. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, he would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
White against Schroeder. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that makes it a 1-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Lakers working the ball around now. It's good.
AD staring them down and letting them know this ain't over yet.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. White finds Vucevic. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Good.
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
Tamatnya udah habis
Chicago
ini
calls
sih.
timeout. They're trailing by 4. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's what's your take?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass to not waste too much time at all.
Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Now off the inbound, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And Vucevic enjoys throwing his weight around now. At 260 lbs, he's really good at finding ways to get to the line.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. Timeout called the Lakers. They're ahead by 2. 20 seconds left in the fourth.
I think timeout balik. Itu lagi.
Here's Schroeder. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
So it gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Here's White. And again, no good by Chicago. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
You know, in this 21st century version of the NBA, just being big is not enough. Davis personifies the evolution of the big guy. He's got game from everywhere on the floor.
White dishes to Williams. Offline with his 3. No good. And so the Lakers take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Nice. Kita lanjut lagi. Lawan Jazz. Oh. Let's go. Pak muda datang. Pak belum angkat palapong. Apalah papum. Salah set. Salah pencet. Ready.
The view high above our broadcast look. And now, before we...
Kevin, thanks.
Sure does, DA. Thank you so much. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Here's the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the center. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we'd love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set, or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the off right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the offseason on that challenge.
Season never really ends.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Conley. The game against Oklahoma City, very impressive.
Oklahoma City.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Pass to Bogdanovich. Lays it up off the glass.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Gobert with the block, and they'll keep possession. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call. Utah the foul. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over
Masuk
the course of last season.
kocak.
And for players like Andre Drummond, sometimes it's a paradox.
Ada
Great
jaga.
individual rebounding doesn't always translate into great team rebounding.
That almost sounds, Greg, counterintuitive, right? Because you wonder, is it a lack of boxing out? So if they don't get it, an opponent does. What is clear unequivocally, though, there is more to team success than individual numbers.
Here's Conley following the basket by LeBron James. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Bogdanovich has got his third bucket of the night.
Well, no hesitation from Bogdanovich in the catch-and-shoot situation. Beautiful.
Trying to get open is Davis, and it's Schroeder missing.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Oh, dia bintangnya
Want
pincel
easy
ya.
looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Got a piece of it. Ingles with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Ingles kicks to Conley.
Sudah.
Banked in off the glass.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
And LeBron throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Mitchell. He had 19 points in the win against Oklahoma City.
But the defense had tons of difficulty covering him. They kept putting him at the line, and he burned them.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break basket.
Shooter kicks to Davis. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Mitchell against James, and the basket is good. Mitchell's got 6.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Davis, the pass to James. Here's Schroeder. Gobert with the block.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert.
Got that one up quick. He's got 7.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah.
I mean, simply an incredible postseason performance from Donovan Mitchell. The team went out in the first round, but he put the scoring load on his back. One of the best displays of offense I've ever seen in the postseason.
They get the rebound. Pass to Mitchell. Comes up empty here. That puts him at 3 for 6. Lakers trail by 4. Here's James. Buries it from about 10 feet away. You know, Greg, you look at the numbers that Mitchell put up in that series. Simply amazing.
I mean, he was putting up 40, 50-point games like it was nothing. At times, the guy looked unguardable. Truly one of the young stars to come out of the Orlando bubble.
Count the basket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Come on, LeBron welcomes contact, so you are really doing him a favor when you send him to the line.
The first one falls. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Mitchell outside. From 12 feet out. Here's Favors. Here's Clarkson. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Boy, bump him all you want. If James has already started his motion on a scoring chance, little you can do about it.
Now, here's Mitchell. The lead is 2. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Horton Tucker. Harrell kicks to Kuzma. Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. Oh, good. Shot missing. The Jazz go the other way with it. Mitchell left side. And there's the foul. Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. Now Clarkson, 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Harrell kicks to Kuzma. Here's Horton Tucker. The clock running down.
Nice.
What a shot!
You want drama?
Menit terakhir
We've got
cuy.
drama. That's the way to end a quarter.
That is a way to fire.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display.
You know, for me, it's super cool. Just.
Well, Kuzma Greg has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So on the floor for Utah, Ilyasova out there with Favors. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Niang in at the 3 slot. Morris right side. Pass to Caruso. Shot clock at 5. Off target from 3-point range.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
O'Neal kicks to Clarkson. And there's the pass to Favors. Another shot. And it's good on the way. Favors has got the lead up to 7 now for Utah.
Well, you like how Favors stays after it in that instance. When he's close to the bucket, boy, he's great at hustling for these second chance points.
And he makes that one.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Clarkson passes to Ilyasova. Back to Clarkson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. Consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the 3-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root.
And the Jazz making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates, specifically guard Donovan Mitchell.
Lemah di DFS tapi Pope. Dari tadi bot kayaknya komputernya dia nggak masalah deh.
Good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys,
good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. Here's Niang, covered by Morris. Pass to Favors with the fadeaway. And Utah again with the bucket.
In the mid-range. Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Davis.
didn't do anything
Yeah,
fancy
we can.
there, but didn't need to. Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. And then Favors with the dunk.
And how about that instant response? Don't try to throw down on his team. It just gets them fired up.
And that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Andre Drummond's checked in for Markieff Morris, and James subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Utah also making some changes. Bogdanovich comes in for Derek Favors, and it's Mike Conley in for Jordan Clarkson. Conley's shot is off. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Boy, don't let the small frame fool you. Mike Conley's so tough on the interior.
The Jazz have looked good at the line, and they're perfect in 4 attempts.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Joe Ingles comes in for George Niang.
Nice.
Mitchell in for O'Neal.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Conley finds Mitchell. And here's Ingles outside. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Utah leading by 5. A 3 from Bogdanovich. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got his 3rd assist on the night. LeBron drives in. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Outside Conley. Bogdanovich passes to Conley. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Well, Mike Conley has mastered pick-and-roll play and does such a good job making the right decisions.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high and the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Utah also making a switch. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Here's Bogdanovich. And James pulls it down. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greggy's doing a better job of creating. For the power on that throwdown.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Schroeder against Conley. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And here's LeBron outside. Rolls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Boy, the defense is confident in that instance that they've got LeBron bottled up. But no, sir. Gets the jumper up and over the defense. Nice.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
To Mitchell. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 7.
I love it when Rudy Gobert crashes the offensive glass, uses those long arms to great advantage.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
And the Jazz with some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Free throw, no good for LeBron.
I think what amazes me about LeBron James is that he never stops pushing. This guy is pursuing greatness. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Here's James. Count it. Good. James has got 11 here in this quarter.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
And a close game so far through the first. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, the first half went really well for Mike Conley. He had 13 points and 3 assists. He's definitely heated. And now with the second half of...
Second O'Neal.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by James.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Drummond in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Nice shot by Gobert.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And finished off by Davis.
So why does LeBron James have the ball in his hands? Because look at that sixth sense. Wow, what a pass.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Mitchell looking it over. Now, here's Ingles. Out to Conley. The 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Stolen by Mitchell. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto MB down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Rejected by Gasol.
What defensive instincts. What timing by Marc Gasol. Nice block.
That one falls.
Nice.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Utah leading by 3. Conley kicks to Ingles. There's the 3. They grab their own miss and slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, that is just too easy. As Gobert gets this close, forget about it.
And that one's good. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg, but he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth.
And the Lakers call time here. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Horton Tucker's checked in. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. Utah leading by 3. Clarkson on the wing. No good from outside. And even 3-on-3 break. Outside for Davis. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Horton Tucker's shot is off. Utah's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And O'Neal gets it to go. And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. He dinks the rim with a 2-handed slam.
Wow. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely.
Ada tuh yang jaga.
And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Ilyasova, he's checked in for George Niang. Bogdanovich comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Mike Conley. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mitchell. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game. Kuzma kicks to James. Back to Kuzma. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. They get Derek Favors.
It's such a determined scorer. When challenging the defense, Kuzma won't take no for an answer.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Free throw good, Kuzma. Utah leading. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. And stolen by Kuzma. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times, and that's after no turnovers in the first half.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Bogdanovich left side. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, Bogdanovich with the distance delivery. How about that effortless shooting motion?
They get it again. That's tipped. It's stolen by Morris. And the Lakers with another turnover here. 40 seconds left in the third. Clarkson surveying the floor. Mitchell wide open. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And certainly, they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
James. And he converts the layup. James has got 26.
The ability to flip the switch, right? LeBron James, he decides it's time for me to score a little bit right now. Let me give my team a little bit of juice.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
James finds Kuzma. Wants to get it to Morris and does. And here's Kuzma. He's covered by Clarkson. Kuzma passes to LeBron. For 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
I love how Bogdanovich gets up and tries to annoy shooters, doing all he can to alter the
And so it's Utah. in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter.
Guys,
They're feeling very confident,
guys,
shooting the ball with great
guys.
efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Okay,
Nice.
now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah, Gobert is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Lakers trail by 6 to the paint. Here's Drummond, and good that time.
Nice,
Aggressive
Drummond.
defense.
Drummond.
The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
Utah shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Ilyasova passes to Mitchell. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Mike Conley's checked in for Ilyasova.
It's crazy to think that 12 teams passed on Donovan Mitchell. He has become a premier scorer.
Buset, masih live. Yoi.
Oh, would they love a do-over.
Diba, bingung mau ngapain.
Jazz leading by 5.
Wah, tolong.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Nada
When
susah
Donovan Mitchell
betul
starts
deh.
to cook, you might as well sit
Go.
back and enjoy
Yeah.
the show.
At the elbow, it's Drummond. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And hard work on the glass.
Oh, nice.
Once again, guys, they put a
Bukan
lot
gitu
of
dong.
effort and focus on the backboard.
Nice. Kayak Drummond. Bisa guys, bisa. Wow, ini sih 4 menit lagi bisa guys.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul.
Foul dong.
Anthony Davis is checked in for Harrell.
Nah, mau lagi dong kotak-kotak. Ini dulu.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And Bogdanovich gets to Conley. The dish to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ingles. And Davis sends it back.
Yes.
He's got that huge
Nice.
wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Los
5
Angeles
poin.
calls timeout.
Berapa 3 kali masuk, 2 kali.
Let's swing it over to David
Bisa
Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He said, "I love how we're shooting the basketball. You
Nice,
guys have been
LeBron
locked
James.
in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does." Kevin?
Conley against Schroeder. Back to Conley. Over Drummond. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 19 points.
Mike Conley is comfortable. Doesn't matter what area of the floor he's on. That time in the mid-range.
Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Nice. LeBron James.
Fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Carry the game.
And so it's
LeBron
Conley
James.
bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. They've led by as much as 10. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Davis dishes to Drummond to tie it up. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Schroeder kicks it to Caldwell Pope, and they double up James. Back to Caldwell Pope. To the middle, and another shot. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
And the Jazz call time here. present our New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And he's had more dunks in this game than you can count. The D has looked like they're just standing still. He keeps blowing by them and finishing with that highlight reel material.
Thank you, the like.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Softly drops in the floater. Mitchell's got 16 here in the second half.
Donovan Mitchell might be young, but this guy is fearless and capable of big-time opportunity making.
Lets it go from deep. And good from Schroeder on the assist by James.
Scoger, siapa itu namanya Scoger lah, siapa
has proven historically he is unafraid in big moments and he delivers big time.
Here's Mitchell. It's Drummond with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter.
Nice. LeBron finding a way to come up with a ridiculous make in a huge situation yet again.
Ingles against James.
Halangin, tembak untuk belakang maju. Halangin kamu nembak.
Now, here's Ingles. Guarded close. Lakers have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Imagine LeBron gets a step on you. It must be like a steam engine coming at you to the rim. All you can do is foul him.
The Jazz making a switch here. Favors is checked in. Second one is good. In both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go. You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Mitchell, and it's sent back by Drummond. Caldwell Pope on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Schroeder. Off target from outside. Jazz trail by 6.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And remember, Davis played point guard in high school, showing off the vision there with that nice dime.
Here's Mitchell.
Comeback Israel, boy.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
They might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
Here's James. And the dunk by James.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
That's his first personal foul. .35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good by Favors.
Do you love that Derek Favors demanded the basketball with the game hanging in the balance? How beautiful, how tough.
Conley surveying the D. They shoot again. And stolen by Drummond. And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
And the Jazz call time here. They're down by 8. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Ilyasova down low, defended by Gasol. Here's Hughes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Schroeder finds Matthews. And the layup is good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're
Nice.
seeing from them tonight.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Satu match deh. Lagi deh. Lawan Hornet. Charlotte Hornet. Decoin.
What an introduction. Thanks, Alexis and Chris. I'm starting to feel...
The Lakers coming through the tunnel with swagger. This looks like a team that's all set to go to work here at home. The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Hi, everyone. DA, Jake.
Well, the ceremony was delayed and understand.
Thank you, DA. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Terry Rozier is out there with ball, and it's Hayward in at the 3. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Rozier. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Ball with a wide open look. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Ball's got the first basket of the game for the Hornets. Drummond finds Schroeder. The three-pointer, no good. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
Stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Oh, it doesn't get any high percentage than this. I mean, check it out. Drummond feast on these type of opportunities.
Now, here's Rozier. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
Here's Caldwell Pope following the bucket by the Hornets. Schroeder, no good on the 3. In the corner, it's Hayward. And the rejection by LeBron.
Love watching James dominate the defense. Impressive rejection.
Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
Kevin, the media is
right.
You know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
To the inside. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance point.
Oh, man.
Well, this kind of hustle means a lot to Washington's teammates. It's why they enjoy playing with him.
And that one's good. Schroeder. The Hornets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. It's stolen by Schroeder. By himself, rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now, here's Ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And How about his defense? 4 blocks on the night. They couldn't keep him down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam. Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. They get it back. Davis, the pass to Drummond. Here's Schroeder. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Oh, sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it. His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
To the left wing. Here's Rozier. Hayward gets to Washington. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Drummond is just a Schroeder. Trying to get open as Davis. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Rozier. It's deflected.
And Caldwell Pope just has unreal timing on defense. If you put up something soft, he's going to send it back.
Zeller passes the ball. Clock at 6. Tries again. It's rebounded by Schroeder. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's James. And the dunk by James.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
The Hornets shooting 33% here in the first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jay. Recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Bridges kicks to Monk. 4 on the clock. He can't hit that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
Now, here's Monk. Tight defense on him. Teardrop shot, and Gasol sends it back.
Wow. Trying to challenge Gasol, big-time two-way player. He gets it done.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
And many people are high on Kuzma, an all-around player with a promising future given his impressive skill set.
And both free throws good for Kuzma.
Jangan takabur ya, jangan takabur.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Bridges. He kicks it to Monk. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Montrezl.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class. Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5-stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
Now, here's Kuzma. And there's Harrell. That's good on the assist by Kuzma.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Bridges. Back to Biyombo. Good work defensively by Gasol.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy late.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Charlotte. The Lakers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Both shots good from the stripe.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Here's Graham. And the layup's good off the glass.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Horton Tucker. Monk grabs the board. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Dikasihin mga booking siguro.
With 2 seconds left, Graham with the bucket.
Great work right there on the inbounds play, getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up by 7. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And earlier we got a few words from Marcus.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Devontae Graham is out there with Monk. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Bridges in at the 4 slot. Now, here's McDaniel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
Yes.
LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. And it's the Hornets with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. A 3-ball. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from McDaniels.
Well, he's not focused on the D or most possessions, but you can forget about him altogether.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the Hornets call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of these guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
Here's Rozier, and takes that one up and powers it through.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Now, here's Ball. After LeBron James's miss. The drive-by Ball, and it's good for 2. Ball's got his second basket of the game.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about free.
And here's LeBron outside, buries it from 3-point range. And the Lakers lead by 9.
James never ceases to amaze me. Unlimited range, what a game.
Ball against Schroeder. Now here's Hayward. He's tightly guarded. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurt.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. Now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed.
Pope.
His shot has improved, and he can step up to the 3, facing up and let him use his burst. It lets him maximize what he can do. Awesome body control from Rozier that time. Real hard to get a shot up and in taking a hit.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the Lakers. The Hornets shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And see where Contavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. Tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
Charlotte shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
To the paint, here's James. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
James is such a powerful player. Amazing at how he draws contact on the way up.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Ball. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
It's LeBron with the drive. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's just superb concentration despite getting hit. James is just excellent at scoring through contact.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Free throw good, James.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Caldwell-Pope against Rozier. Here's the teardrop, and it's sent back by Drummond.
And Drummond, a fearsome defensive presence. He can put you on your heels.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Charlotte calls timeout. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Now the pass to Washington. Rozier against Caldwell-Pope. And Davis sends it back.
You can't take that shot in front of Davis. His reach, his height, his timing. It's never going to happen.
Los Angeles leading by 14. That shot off.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
Still just scratching the surface, polishing his game. Bridges' best basketball is ahead of him.
Drummond finds James. Trying to get open is Davis. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game, as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. He took the opportunity when he saw it. Rozier's got 10.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
James is super strong, incredible at powering through the defense.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Graham. James with some nice D. Just 3 on the clock, and James throws it down.
Defensively, I know we say it every game. You have to try to make someone other than LeBron beat you.
And so it's Los Angeles, sitting with a comfortable lead up.
Thanks a lot,
Ibon
LeBron.
James.
Thank you, David.
Ibon James.
And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's
Kaya
the
emang
2K
si
Sports
RYZEN.
Halftime Show.
Uy, ang kanya juga bagus kayak score.
Hey again, everybody. So far, pretty LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points and 1 rebound.
Ito mo kung bisa na-stay lockout.
And that does it for our...
Halo yang nonton. Welcome.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by James.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Drummond in at center. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Hey guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Here's Washington. Up and in on the wall. Washington's got the first points of the second half here for the Hornets. Here's James and finished off by LeBron.
Powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. They trail by 14. Passes to Rozier. And it's the Hornets another three.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
Schroeder against Ball. Kicks to Hayward. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Second shot opportunity. That one's not going to go. Great tee that time from Davis. James has a two-pointer. It's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. And of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
It's good on the putback. Zeller's got his first points of the game.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And with the move league-wide for greater representation, some are calling for more diversity in front offices. Chris, some say progress isn't coming fast enough. What do you think?
I think progress hasn't happened fast enough. I had to put me on that list, let me sign that petition. Because even in the coaching ranks, fewer black head coaches this season. You know, teams need to hire the best candidate. No one's saying anything different than that, but the fact of the matter is they're not interviewing some of the best candidates. That's all. Let some of the best candidates in the door, and they should be hired.
Hornets trail by 13. Here's Rozier, and the shot is long. Lakers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Horton Tucker, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. That's a foul on Charlotte. This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Mana kelihatan wahai anak
something
muda.
in his eye on that shot.
Maybe. Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Ball against Schroeder. Let's go. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Rozier. And it's Rozier again missing.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots. Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Now, here's Ball. 9 points in the game so far. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biambo, he's checked in for Zeller. McDaniels comes in for Washington. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Ogier. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ball. Here's Monk. Biambo in the post, defended by Gasol. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really on the right plate defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Graham. After the basket by Los Angeles. McDaniels kicks to Bridges. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Lakers leading by 20. Here's Harrell. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Bridges. To McDaniels. And once again off the mark by Charlotte. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 15-5 run. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Bridges leading the charge. Took him no time at all on that one. Monk's got 5 points so far.
That's nice.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And one of the things that stands out when you see Bridges, that explosive leaping ability.
But yeah, he gets off the ground quickly and makes adjustments in mid-air. There's a smoothness to his athleticism. He's still putting it all together.
Charlotte making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. Now, here's Bridges. After the miss from Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Down low, here's Graham, and he uses the glass on the layup. 6 points for him.
Oh, great ball movement from Bridges there. I mean, the self-awareness, the selfless attitude leading to the wide open shot.
Kuzma outside. Here's Davis. Morris trying to free himself up, and there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Kuzma. Kuzma's got 3 assists tonight. Pass to McDaniels. Unable to get that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
Here's Graham. That one goes. Count it. Graham's got 4 points this quarter.
That's almost as easy as they come right there on that play. But give him credit for getting into position for the simple layup.
Here's Bridges. He kicks to Graham. 2 on the clock. Can't connect. And so it's Los Angeles taking a 19-point lead into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Hornets, we've got Devontae Graham. Zeller is out there with Miles Bridges. And there's Monk, and it's Hayward in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Graham missing. Lakers leading by 19. It's Davis with the drop. And it's Davis with the jam.
freight train coming down the tracks. Don't mess with AD when he's on the move.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. The pass to Zeller. We know, Greg, the NBA is full of superstars, yet you can foul out of the game after 6 personal fouls, and some have suggested instead just tacking on an extra free throw when a player commits their 6+ fouls, and then they stay in the game.
You know, I think something along those lines could make sense. No doubt it's tough to see the marquee player riding the bench because it's not just the 6th foul, right? In some coaches, you pick up 2 in the first quarter, you're done for the quarter. You pick up a 3rd in the second, you're done for the half. So I would like to see something, but I think it's got to also be fair. Maybe you get free throws and another possession. Maybe something along those lines might be in the best interest of the game.
I like it. Here's Graham. Following the basket by Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And the Hornets call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Some changes for Charlotte. Washington's checked in for Miles Bridges. Rozier comes in for Monk. And Ball subbed in for Devontae Graham. Now, here's Washington. Here's Hayward. Zeller trying to free himself up. And the rejection by James. Just 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Such a ruthless competitor. Rozier excels at attracting contact when he's going up with assertiveness.
And see, well, really, because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. We saw signs of growth last year.
Schroeder dishes to LeBron. He's off on that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. Rozier with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. They double him with Drummond. Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, I like the floor awareness on display from Rozier. Awesome job finding the open team.
Here's LeBron. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. And this next draft, Chris, expected to be the last year of the one-and-done rule. Do you approve of the league once again letting high schoolers be drafted?
Well, yeah, I think if you're finally catching back up with the world, if a man can do the various things that you can do after turning 18, why wouldn't you be allowed to go to a job and make money? Yeah, I definitely think it's the right thing to do.
Hornets trail by 20. Passes it to Zeller. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's just his first turnover of the game. He's been making good decisions out there.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. And that one's good. Schroeder.
He's the best when he's assertive like that. I mean, don't take any chances. Take it to the cup.
Caldwell-Pope against Rozier. This one for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Schroeder with the drive. The shot's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Charlotte has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Rozier kicks to Washington. Ball, the pass to Washington. Here's Zeller, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And one thing that gives these scouts confidence in Zeller's ability to expand his shooting range, it's the fact that he's been a solid free throw shooter ever since he's entered this league.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers.
So,
Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here.
Nice.
You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. No good on that one. Yambo, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Second free throw, no good. Charlotte shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Pass to McDaniels. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Gasol. Here's Caruso. That shot is off. And the Hornets now going the other way. Martin goes in. Gasol with the rebound. And so Gasol will bring it up for Los Angeles.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
And that one's good, Caruso.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You can tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Here's Wanamaker. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating, because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
No good with the layup. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Let's do that. Siapa yang banyak? Ampun 24 mah. Ini kakak 12 dong. Oke, sama sekali tuh masih banyak ya. Kesempatan. Mark Gasol. Kalau dulu tuh Paul Gasol kan, pemain dulu tuh. Nah kalau juga kayak apa PG nggak sih, apa sih posisinya, mainnya 10 menit 7 menit, 12 menit, 15 menit, 10 menit, 15 menit, 15, 15. Dang ya. Terbanyak mereka iya banyak cuy. Pada Oke, cukup sampai segini aja kayaknya untuk hari ini. Untuk pagi ini, subuh ini. Karena aku mau istirahat habis ini mau saat subuh semuanya. So thank you semuanya yang udah nonton. Jangan lupa like, comment, dan juga subscribe. Ya semuanya intinya. Thank you yang udah nonton. Walaupun udah subuh-subuh ini. Thank you juga yang udah like. Dadah. Bye bye.